Hello guys, welcome to a whole day in the life clean with me. I'm going to be doing some cleaning, some organizing, and just show you what a day looks like here with us at home. I've got 3 girls. They're here with me today, and Nick is out of town for a couple days. So I am doing this all on my own, and this is what it looks like. Whether you're relaxing or cleaning along with me, here's some good cleaning motivation. We're going to start off the day 8 a.m. bright and early. Kind of early, not that early. The baby is still asleep, but we're going to start off our day with a Walmart Plus grocery delivery. I accidentally started an account like a couple weeks ago and I couldn't figure out how to cancel it. Just hit a button wrong. Either way, just rolling with the benefits now, when one of those benefits is free grocery delivery, which has been pretty nice. I've done it a few times. We're going to open up the window, let the house air out because it's actually not too hot this morning, which is surprising. I had a bit of insomnia the night before and realizing some of the groceries I was going to need. I didn't feel like packing all the girls up, so I ordered this at like 2 a.m. and it got to the house. I think it was 7:56, so even beat the time that it said it was going to be there, which is pretty amazing because now I have some options for breakfast. So while Britton's still asleep, I'm going to unpack this all, load it into the fridge pretty quickly, not always doing those nice restocks that you see over on TikTok and Instagram, but sometimes. Today was mostly just trying to get everything put away really quick. Mostly I just run out of the girls' snacks and things that they go through frequently. We usually bulk buy our meat from Sam's Club or we're doing like HelloFresh for the week. Sometimes I get that question, but we have a second fridge in the garage where a lot of that lives. Got everything put away, baby got up, and we did breakfast. So while I'm picking up here after that, the girls usually just hang out in the playroom. I can see them, I can hear them right there. That's what's really great about that room. It used to be a formal dining room. We turned it into something that we needed a lot more. And the girls are in there all the time. We use it every day. So I do not regret that decision at all. Before I grab my wet dry vacuum, I let our OG vacuum do a little cleanup of his own, let him out for the day, and then he'll hang outside for a few minutes while I'm doing the rest of the tidying in here. Usually one of the first goals of the day is to unload the clean dishwasher because I will load everything up the night before so that it's running, and typically I do this while the girls are eating breakfast, but I was doing the, putting away the groceries and stuff. So I'm doing this now while they're playing, and that means that we'll have an empty dishwasher for the day and we can fill that up as we go. We're gonna see Britton, the 1.5-year-old here, wander in. She loves an open dishwasher, wants to climb that so badly, but usually she'll get distracted by the shoe basket, which is her first and only true love. She loves to take all of the sandals out and wear them around the house, no matter whose sandals they are. So you'll see a clip of her here in a minute, just wandering around with some sandals. That's her favorite thing in the world. All right, puppy's back in to hang out with the baby, and I'm grabbing my Dreamy Tech vacuum here. This is the area right under the chairs where the girls always eat that I will vacuum mop, I guess, multiple times a day. After every meal, it gets the most crummy, and Gilmore can get the big pieces, but he leaves behind the crumbs for me. So I'm gonna do that here. Sometimes that leads to me doing the rest of the house, but I know that I'm gonna be doing a good old-fashioned O-Cedar mop with in the rest of the house later today. So I'm just going to do this quick little area here and leave the rest of the house for the big mop. Like I said, I use this vacuum every day, but just maybe once a month, I like to pull out my mop and give the house a deeper mop just to see how the vacuum's doing. And I feel like it's doing really well because the mop water was not that dirty today. But anyway, that's coming up later. And I'm going to go back to the sink and give it a good scrub down. I do this more often than you probably need to, but I love a good clean sink. So that's my Dawn power wash there, a fresh scrub daddy, and a good clean sink. All right, there's our girl. Like I said, she loves to find the sandals and just walk around in them. Dog's like, what is this tiny human doing, Mom? She is so strange. Anyway, this week was if you spend $50, you get $15 at Target. So I bought a couple things I needed to restock and a few products that I've been really wanting to try and show you guys here. Testing out something new to me. This is the Scrub Daddy Power Paste, and it comes with a Scrub Mommy. And I feel like this did a really good job overall. I want to compare it to the pink stuff, but as you can see, it did not get the stains off the side of the pan. I don't think anything honestly would with the pan at this point, but it did clean this other cooking sheet pretty well. This was with very minimal scrubbing effort. All right, next up from today, I just got off the phone. I had a meeting, it was like an hour. And then Britton's waking up now, but I'm going to throw this laundry in before she gets up. My mom's going to come over and hang out a little bit with the girls. We had guests, and then we're having guests this next weekend, so I'm washing all the bedding from that room. Like I said, I was on my own for a few days, so I'm bringing the trash cans back inside, and my mom ended up stopping by. She took the girls over to the park so that I could get these floors prepped to mop them, which means I just want to clear this table off so that I can vacuum first and then mop. And I don't really do this very often. I typically use the wet dry vacuum every day, like I said, but then I'll do a deeper clean mop so I feel like I can really get in there and scrub like as hard as I want to. Once a month maybe. Most of the stuff on this table was left over from some Amazon purchases, some back to school things. I want to give these flowers the chance to make it a little bit longer, so I'm trimming them up and keeping the good. I just realized though that I never posted my setup of the new dining room table. So I have filmed it and then I just haven't put it into a video, but these are new chairs and a new dining room table and then a new bench off to the side. They're from Article. We've had them for several months now and I love the look of it in this room. Our colors were slightly different. The last table was a slightly different color and I feel like this just matches the floor a lot better, ties in with the bar chairs that we have over there. And overall, we've been loving it. It's really easy to clean off. It's real wood, but it's not that textured wood that stuff gets stuck in on the tables. I did not want a table like that. And the chairs are the same. So I feel like they look really sleek in here. And like I said, super easy to clean off. I will link them down below because I've gotten a lot of questions on them, but I haven't talked about it yet. One of the things I love about this vacuum is all of the different attachments that it came with. Usually when I'm vacuuming the carpet, I'll do the head that you just saw. And then if I'm doing exclusively the hardwoods, which is what I'm doing here, I'm gonna switch over to this laser light head. This is the lightest vacuum that I have ever used. It feels like you barely feel it when you're using it. I love how easy it is to maneuver, and you can fit it into small tight spaces just by turning it on the side, and it still does a really great job. So linked below. I've had this for a few months now, and it's definitely my go-to. I used to use my other one more often, and I find myself pulling this out because it is so light and easy to use, and it has really great suction power. And so far, I don't think I've had the battery die. Like, I can do this whole downstairs level and then go upstairs and do some without the battery dying and having to recharge it. The only thing I will say about my specific model is that the tank itself is a little bit small, so I have to empty that out probably twice while I'm vacuuming this main level. But they definitely have models that have a larger tank. I just don't own them. So now I'm going to try out these O-Cedar cleaning pod packs. I don't remember what they were called, but these are basically a little cleaning pod that you drop into your O-Cedar. They look like a Tide Pod, but they are not that. I tried that hack and I did not love the way that it cleaned the floors. It left them like a sticky feeling. I know that if you saw that over on my shorts, you probably saw all the comments of people hating on that, and definitely said that I was trying it and would not try it again. But this is a pod that was specifically made for cleaning floors, and they're new. I've been seeing them everywhere, so I was like, you know what, this is a great time to try it out and tell you guys about it. I really like the scent when you open up the pack, but I will say that once I dropped it into the water, it's like you couldn't even smell it anymore. It did a good job cleaning, but you really could not smell it at all. I think it was a lemon scent, and it didn't leave any kind of fragrance in the air. So if you like that, these might not be the pods for you, but if you like something that doesn't leave a scent behind, these would be a great option. While I'm mopping here, I went over some of the spots a few times, so you'll see me go back to them. Like, didn't you just mop that? I went over them a couple times because I really wanted to give the deepest clean that I could and get the house feeling totally fresh. That's one of the things I like to do when Nick leaves town. I don't know what it is, but like when I get by myself, like I feel like I can clean the best because I don't know why. That's just me. Maybe I'm weird. Anyway, I thought I would just chat about what we've got going on upcoming. So right now I'm working on our bedroom. Ever since we moved in here, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do in there, but I finally had some ideas. We've changed a few things around in there. You might have seen that over on Instagram or TikTok. We got a new bed, some new chairs, and then coming up this week, I've got some wallpaper coming for one of the walls in there. So I'm excited to finish that up, and then I'll share a video on that whole kind of transformation in that room. And then I really want to start planning out some of our upcoming DIYs. If you've been around, you know we've worked on this house ever since we moved in a couple of years now. I think it's been 2 years now, which is crazy. Lately, I just haven't had as much motivation to do DIYs. Sometimes I get hyper fixated on things, and I feel like right now that's been cleaning and making cleaning content, so much so that I haven't really done a good old-fashioned DIY, and I really want to get back into that. Once the girls start back at school, I'm going to have some help with Britton, hopefully, and I'll have more time to focus on that and try out some new things. So we've got the girls' bathroom upstairs, which needs some work, and then our own bathroom, which I feel like that's a bigger job, which is kind of why we've been putting it off, because That's going to be a whole thing. And then our closet as well. We want to do like a new organizational system in our closet. But I'm curious what you guys want to see, or if there's anything you want me to take on and tackle and share with you guys. We did a little bit of work here in the laundry room recently, and it just flows so much better now that things are organized and they have a place in the house. So I'm excited to work on the new projects. Like I said, I just haven't had a lot of motivation recently. I'm hoping to find that soon. This was actually an interesting week when it comes to Britton. She was a little bit sick, and she's found herself to be somewhat of a Picasso when she realized she can take off her pants and her diaper. So I've done a lot more laundry this week than I would like to, and that's what I'm doing a load of now, was all of Britton's crib items. If you know, you know. And we've since switched to doing exclusively zip-up onesies for bedtime. I think this was later on in the day. I took a couple breaks from filming, so I'm pretty sure I'd already put Britton down. And what I told the big girls was that once they cleaned up the playroom, that we could order a pizza and do a girls' night, movie night. That's what we do every time that Nick leaves town, and that is like their favorite thing in the world.
It's Mikey and my Panda channel. Yeah. Cleaning up the playroom that we made a mess in.
The girls did a great job cleaning up the playroom. So the pizza got here, we put on a movie, and I actually found that they did a better job staying focused with the cleaning when I filmed them, because they knew it was on video and they wanted to watch the time lapse back later. So sometimes I'll put that on for them just because they want to watch it, and for whatever reason it works for them, keeps them motivated. So maybe if you have a hard time staying focused or motivated, put your camera up and just film yourself doing a time lapse. It's satisfying to watch back even if you don't post it anywhere. So the laundry was clean now for this guest room up here. I'm going to put this back on the sheets, and I feel like I stopped and I smelled it. Maybe it's in the video or maybe not, but it smelled so good. I was like, man, I need to wash my bedding now because now I want to sleep in this room. But just putting the guest room back together, and I love the duvet insert in this room so much because it's so fluffy. I got it at IKEA. And that made me think, man, I wish I had this fluffy duvet over in our room. So I went to IKEA this week and bought an extra duvet, and I double stuffed our duvet with 2 inserts, one of them being super fluffy, and it feels like I'm sleeping on a cloud now, or in a cloud now. So amazing. It'll be a little bit nicer in the winter, but man, if you haven't done that, do that. And I'll link the one that I got because it's super fluffy. I'm just doing a quick clean of this room, giving it a spritz with the Febreze, and then wiping all the surfaces down. Most of the things in this room are black, which just attracts dust, and it just gets so dusty so fast. So using my Mrs. Meyer's to clean up all of the surface areas, and then just gonna set out a few things for the guests. I got some pizza on my shirt from our pizza party movie night, so I had to change. But I just got everybody down for bed. Toothpaste. I'm just gonna clean this up. I need to come in here with the like scrubber and get the toothpaste out of the sink anyway, so I didn't really worry about anything else. I was just like, let's go to bed. It is already 9 o'clock. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna hopefully power through this really quickly and then call it a day, watch my show, and work on editing this video. Couldn't believe it when I looked at my phone. It was 9 o'clock. So I've literally been filming and cleaning this entire day, but it actually didn't feel like a very long day, which is nice. So we've got coming up the last week of summer for Emerson, and really she only has a few more days until school starts, and she's actually starting cheerleading as well, which is something totally new for her. I'm like excited and nervous for her because I think she likes the cheerleading aspect of it, but doesn't really get that she's going to be cheering in front of a crowd for the football team. She's a first grader, so she's a bit nervous about that, and I'm interested to see where that goes. But that's what we got coming up, is her starting all of her things. We still got swim lessons going on right now. It still very much feels like summer, but I'm excited. I'm starting to think about fall, guys. Like I've got a few new fall decor pieces, and I'm like kind of itching, like, when are we allowed to decorate for fall? I know we all make our own rules, but like, what are we okay with? What are we doing here? While we're here, let's do our highs and lows. Highs for the week. Honestly, I really liked this alone time with just the girls. It was a really good time that we had. And so that was probably a high, was just spending that time with them. Low is probably just Britton feeling sick the last few days. She's had a pretty high fever. It's been a couple days now, but she hasn't had any other symptoms along with that, which is really weird. I thought maybe she's teething, but she's not drooling. She's still eating okay. She's fairly happy, except for when the fever gets to its highest. But when she's on the Tylenol, she's just her normal self. So we've just been waiting that out, and I've had a couple late nights with her. But I have no idea what it is. I'm just hoping that it goes away on its own. I don't want to jinx us, but otherwise we've had a shockingly healthy summer. And I know we're getting back into school now, so I'm not looking forward to the sneezing and coughing that's coming up. Those are our highs and lows. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what's going on in your world. What are your highs and lows? What have you guys got coming up? Everything in this bathroom is getting a wipe down with the disinfecting wipes, and I spent a lot of time cleaning that toilet because we've got 3 kids, so you never know what's going on in here. They've been doing a lot better with putting their stuff away, but I just feel like toothpaste. There's always toothpaste in here, and there always will be. So I'm glad that I gave this bathroom some time, got this all cleaned up. Like I said, there's a guest coming, and this is the bathroom that is used by them and the girls, so I like to give it a good clean if I know I've got people coming over. This bathroom's all done now, so I've got time to go watch my show. Last thing I do for the day is throw any of those cleaning towels or anything like that into the wash and have that run, and set that in the dryer before I go to bed. And then I've got my cleaning supplies to put back, and that's pretty much it. Oh, also, I bought this tiny lamp for the kitchen. My friend Megan was talking about it in her stories, I think, and it is so cute. If you don't have a tiny lamp for your kitchen, you need one. It makes it so much cozier, and it just feels nice. Anyway, I hope you guys got some good cleaning motivation. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy cleaning!